Yeah, we were on a mission, got my crew at my side. Scouring the shelves, we're down for the ride. Plastic warriors all lined up tight. From the comic shop counters to the late night site. It's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching, yeah, taking my time. I'll flip every aisle, don't care what it takes. For that rare chase piece, I'm raising the stakes. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. From legends to villains, yeah, I got them all. Stacked up high, every hero, every ball. Every line, every way, from the past to the new. It's a bond, it's a crew, we're the real Toy Zoo. Tearing through the packaging, no hesitation. Each piece, a reminder of dedication. We'll call it a phase, this ain't just a trend. These figures got a history, they're my closest friends. Action Figure Alliance, we're staking a claim. Battling for grails, don't care about fame. From the base of the shelves, we're making a stand. This is our world, you don't understand. Paint them, pose them, fix them up right. Customs in the works, we go all night. From the rarest grails to the dudes out finds. Each one's got a story burned in our minds. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. We're playing no games. From legends to villains, yes, yeah, got them all. We're after legends and stories untold. Alliance forever till the end of the line. This is our mission, this is our pride. From legends to villains.
And here we are.
What's going on?
We're back.
Happy New Year and welcome.
What's happening, everybody? It's been a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that was not exactly planned, but some things happened,
Yeah.
as is life.
That's
We're
right.
happy to be back. It's good to see everybody in chat already.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm a year older. I missed my birthday.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, happy belated birthday from
Thank you.
from me for sure. Although we did go out and have dinner and stuff. So
Just
another
I appreciate
little
y'all
reminder.
joining us that night. We had this good dinner. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. No, happy to be back at it for sure. We are excited for this one. We've put a lot of effort into it. Some effort isn't going to pay off right away, but I think you guys will like some of the stuff that's coming, and should be a good one, man. So tonight, what are we doing? What are we doing, buddy?
Top 10 list of 2024 from each of us. So we're each going to rattle down our top 10 list of figures from 2024 in our collection, and this is going to be fun. And we're both different collectors, and but we have similar tastes. So there's going to be some similarities, and it was a difficult situation to figure out what my top 10 was. It was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, agreed.
I think you had that same situation. So it was harder than I thought it was going to be, but it was fun. And it was a lot of sitting there as like, okay, this figure compared to this figure, which one would I like better and why? And kind of going through that whole process was fun to do. And you see all these other people have their list out already, and it's kind of cool to see, how mine stacked up against theirs. But everybody has their own likes and dislikes, so looking forward to it.
For sure. I mean, I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube of different people's lists and stuff, and sometimes I'm like, really? And other times I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that one.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, it's definitely true that we have similar tastes, but our collecting styles are a little bit varied.
Right.
So there's definitely a little bit of overlap, but not much. And so, yeah, I'm excited to kind of get this one underway. And yeah, it's we got a lot to do. I mean, we got 26 figures we're going to go over. So we each got our top 10, and we're each going to do 3 honorable mentions. So the format's going to be Trey's going to do one, I'll do one, and we'll get all the way down to number 2, and then after
Mhm.
number 2, we'll go into our honorable mentions, and then get on to the
The
final number
final.
1.
That's right. That's right.
Um, so, and you know, the rules for this were we didn't really have any tight rules, but
Right.
the objective was, figures basically released this year. There might have been
Yeah.
some that were like really late last year that we didn't get until early 2024.
I think for me, the way I counted it is I ate a lot from BBTS, so
Yeah.
I went through my BBS ship stuff from 2024, and if I had received it before January 1, 24, it's eligible.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was mine. It didn't get to my hands until that date, so it considered 2024 for me.
Right. As long as it was like new. Now, obviously not
Right.
vintage. That would be a whole nother
Right,
list.
right, yeah. Dude, that's a whole nother list,
Which
we'll
actually,
have later.
yeah, which actually I was just, yeah, we think we're going to try to this year do some shorter non-streaming videos and put up a couple of lists is the first thing that we're looking at. So be on the lookout for those. We're excited. We're a little bit trepidatious because that can be kind of difficult, but still should be fun. And
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, Bees Battlegrounds, man, like, just even pulling my whole list together was difficult. And, I have to go back and I'd look and I'd be like, okay, when did I actually get this? Or, ooh, I forgot it from this place and
Right.
I forgot about that. And so, and yeah, the list was changing right up until about a half an hour before this video for me.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I will say, I also, I tried to only put one figure from a line in my list. I will kind of talk about like, this kind of represents, there were a few top figures in this, and this is the one that I thought was the best or whatever. Um, so yeah, it'll be fun. Let me think. Is there anything else that I got in those terms? Oh yeah, we each have our 3 runners up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good one. I think we're gonna get ready to go. I will mention real quick. We did have our unscheduled break, but we would still we are still planning on doing a giveaway. If you guys want to throw your list to us, it doesn't have to be a top 10 or anything like that. You can just throw your top 5, your top 3 if that's all you can come up with.
Right.
Send it to us at any of our social medias, and we'll do a giveaway next week.
Yep.
We'll each choose a favorite and throw one out. And man, chat's filling up. That's awesome. I was worried
Thanks.
that it was going to be a rough day for people to show up, but man, we got the real comrade out there, the collector, George. Obviously, I already showed Bobby B's comment. The collector says he has a top 100.
JT, what's up?
A top 100. That's a little much.
Oh,
You're not getting a reward for quantity. You're not going to win for quantity.
Yeah.
We're just going to pick lists that we think are cool. So
wholesome warlock in the house there. A happy 1 year anniversary to Purple Gang. They've been doing everything for a year. Their Purple
that's awesome.
anniversary
I
is
didn't
coming up.
realize it's been that long, man.
I saw his post on Facebook the other day, or yesterday. So happy anniversary to them for 1 year of the YouTubes.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's a big deal. That's
yeah.
a big deal. All right. We got a big list. We got a lot to talk about. We're already a few minutes in. So let's get on to it. And hopefully you guys enjoy the new graphic. Watch this. Oh, yeah. We did it. We did a thing.
So, with new year,
Show me
new
what
things.
you got. I want to see what you got.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, had to start it off with that one. All right, man.
So we both upgraded. So 2 cameras now.
2 cameras.
Two
We're
cameras
fancy
now.
up in this.
2. So this is my number 10. This is Missing Link CO1 Optimus Prime. And it is the only, one of the only Transformers I have. I have another Optimus. I don't remember what it is. And I have a vintage, figure I had from when I was a kid. But I was a big Transformers collector back in the day, in the 80s. But I just don't have any Transformers. But I saw this when it came up. I had to order it. It is very articulate in the hips, where you just get that classic look. It's very easy to transform, and
I've never actually handled that thing. You
this
gotta.
thing is really nice, and it's solid. It's a solid figure, and it would help if I put the head down, but it still has that
That's awesome.
classic
Yeah.
everything. It gives
What did they
you
call
all
it? Like
the
rub and reveal or
yeah,
something like
I
that?
think so. It gives you all the classic vibes of the G1. And it's just really a replica. And then you got the trailer, you got all this, and it just folds down and comes together, and you got the trailer, and I love this thing, man. It was so cool. It brought back so much nostalgia when I got it and opened it up, and I really dig this thing. And I just got the ship notification that the Bumblebee is coming.
Oh, cool.
So the Bumblebee is shipping, and so I'm really excited about that. So that it's going to hit the pile of loot soon. It'll be new hotness before we know it. But really, the cool thing is like this straight-legged Optimus is how you would have it as a kid, but then you can kind of like it's got these hip
You can actually
joints.
get him into cool poses.
You can get him in cool poses,
Yeah.
and so then you're looking at something like that, and I really like it, man. So
Cool, man.
and the hands open up. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's move it on here, I guess.
All right.
I think that's awesome. Oh, one thing I wanted to say: have you read like the more modern, maybe IDW Transformers books?
I'm reading Energon Universe.
Yeah, but
And I'm
the
very current
IDW,
on that.
little bit older stuff. Didn't Roller end up becoming like a bad guy, like Tarn or something?
Don't know.
Okay,
I
might be hallucinating.
I'm reading the Energon Universe stuff, and I love it. And I'm reading the Transformers, and it is super fun. If you haven't read it, check it out. I highly suggest it, and I can't wait for more of the G.I. Joe world to cross over with the Transformers. And some of it's done. There's been quite a bit, and there's been some really cool stuff. So no spoilers for me yet.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get on over to my number 10. Blam.
Oh.
This is
That's a hoss right there.
It is. Yes, this is a big boy. Hero Toys Demon Killer. So I mean, you can see I've got a little bit of some blue light in the area, and you can see he's literally glowing. This is a third-party figure from. It's kind of supposed to be after, I think, World of Warcraft characters, and they have great designs. And this dude. He poses better than a figure this big should ever has any business doing. I mean, he's got double jointed arms, double jointed legs, and there's actually some nice soft ratchets on the legs. And he's also got like down here, he's got this lower knee, and you can really get some decent articulation out of the feet too. So you can get him in really good poses. He's stable. The wings move really nice. I'm going to try and see if I can get this to show up, but it might not. We'll see here. Check out his eyes. His eyes
They glow.
light up. So he's got like a black bandana or black, wrap around his eyes normally.
They look like sunglasses, but kind of.
And if you just put this little skull, which has a magnet in it, up to his head, you can see his eyes glow.
That's cool.
Which is really neat. Yeah, it's really neat. And he also comes with this little thing, which is like some sort of a summon creature or something, but the same thing. He's got a magnetized light in him. And cool character. I mean, great designs. I love all the really bright and vibrant colors. I mean, there's soft goods here. Like I said, he's a hoss. He even has a nice, a fairly well working
butterfly joint. Yeah.
I mean, man, it's a badass figure. I was
Cool.
really surprised by it.
I don't
And
think I've ever seen that before. So yeah, that's cool.
oh yeah, man, I'm digging on. Oh yeah, and this little guy even has a little bit of articulation. His arms move, his hands move, um, and he lights up, which is awesome.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
so that was my number 10. Like I said, third party figure, really cool. But let's get on to.
Number 9.
Hope you guys like the graphics, man. I'm super stoked about that. All right, now the problem is, where do I put all these after I've gotten them off the table? Okay.
This is the only G.I. Joe classified in my list. Surprise, surprise. But it's Mutt and Junkyard. And I can't get enough of this figure. I mean, the only thing I had to add, and this is one of the reasons, the only thing I really had to add to this figure was this side leg strap, and it came off of the Outback figure where his flashlight went, but it's to hold the billy stick. But he has all the different hands. You know, the helmet comes off. He's got the muzzle mask, which I think is really cool. You know, his expression's really cool. The glasses work. You know, there's so much stuff you can do with this figure. You know, I just think it's a good figure.
Well, I mean, the dogs from, or the animals from the classified line have been just amazing.
And I did bring the angry face over for him, but you know, it looks really good. You know, I usually have him posed where he's like, you know, about to grab the harness, but he's not going to. Yeah. He's gonna grab the harness, or he's gonna be like, all right, sick balls, you know, and because that's what when you're a dog. I mean, you just go get them. So I think it's really cool figure, and just thinking about all the different classified figures this year, there's been some cool ones, but to me, this was the top one. And I know it's not on anybody else's list, but it's on mine.
Hey, dude, I think it's a great choice, man. I think it's a cool figure. Classified was a near miss for my list. You know, we were talking about a little bit earlier, putting these lists together was difficult.
Yeah, it really was.
And, you know, one of the things that I wanted to mention that I kind of forgot about is that I had a really easy time getting like my top figures together. But getting the bottom ones on the top list, like there's so many that were like really good and so many that were just kind of good, but maybe a little on the mediocre side. And so it was hard. It was weird. I mean, I will
say for classified, the main thing that eliminates a classified figure are the weapons. If the weapons are gummy and I have to customize it with Vala or Gridiron or anything like that, to me, if this one has nice weapons, I won't say they're perfect, but, you know, they're better than some of the other ones. And, you know, the weapons are maybe getting a little better. Some of them are not that great. But, you know, to me, this one was a solid figure. It was, for me, the top classified figure of the year.
I wanted to put the Twilight Trooper or Twilight Operations Trooper, whatever, from the pack on my list.
The gun, the backpack was
weapons
horrible.
And the backpack, it was just awful. Like, you can't hold the figure because you can't put in any of the weapons in the backpack because they just fall off.
But the soft goods cape and the sword and the coloring,
it's
the Halo jumper, the collectors there's one hanging right above my head right here, hanging from the ceiling in a Halo jump. So that's something that you can't see on camera right now. I spent a lot of time over the holidays hanging figures from the ceiling. So I have flying figures hanging from the ceiling. And so I'll show that off maybe next week.
All right. Well, cool. Let's get on to my number 9.
Yeah, what you got?
Bam. It is Loose Collectors Executive Replicas La Muerta.
Yeah.
You know, this figure... So honestly, I've watched some reviews of other Loose Collector figures, and they can be a bit of a miss. You know, it seemed like they had some issues where they were putting paint on that looked really good for the product shots, but then when you would actually get the real figure, not so hot. But man, this one, her paint on her face is just gorgeous. I do like that she's a nice curvy girl.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I don't know like if all their other figures have been, like this with the joint articulation, but it's smooth. It's smooth. Like I have a suspicion that they actually greased some of these joints at the factory. Because like right in here, when I first got it, right in the joint in there, I noticed it looked a little damp. But regardless, she poses really well. I mean, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. Her guns are really nice. They're stiff plastic. She's got this large one and two other uh, automatic rifles, and then she's got in the back here, she's got a very sharp work cord. I mean, that's
Right.
big. It's probably a machete or something like that, but uh,
Right.
and then these guns are cool too. She's got her ammo clip there. It's just an awesome figure. I've had a lot of fun posing this. She poses really well. Like I've said before, I mean, she's nice, very stiff. Yeah, no complaints about this one. Um, and I was just blown away by the paint. So yeah, she is my number 9.
Nice.
I
And I
think,
know some people have had some problems. There's a couple comments, and I know Abby had where like the waist was disconnected or the
yeah, and
hips
that's
or something.
unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think that hopefully he got that replaced or whatever. But you know, overall, I think it's a great figure. In
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
as soon as I got her and realized there was a red one on like the pre-order, it went instantly pre-order. So
And again, I'll say it again. I mean, maybe I was just lucky, but I've been posing the hell out of her.
right,
She sat on my desk for a long time, where I would just get bored and pick her up and move around, and not very good at female poses. But I haven't had a lot of female figures that I thought were super cool, and man, yeah, I don't know. She turned out really well for me. So you ready to do number 8, man?
let's roll, man.
All right. Bam. Love it.
Wah! Kick it into number 8. This
Speaking of which, female figures.
female figures. Um, Jada's killing it. Jada is
They
straight,
are. They are.
but I had the most fun posing this figure. I love that the hair rotates and you can get different poses out of it, the different heads, the different hands. I did a session with her beating the ever living crap, a photo session of her beating the ever living crap out of DJ because I got them at the same time. And but yeah, it's a really cool figure. I cannot wait to get more stuff from Jada Toys. Um, they put out a lot this year. M Bison was great, but this just the posability of this figure. This is what a female figure needs to be like, in
Yeah.
my opinion. The look, the sculpt, the I mean, full splits. Um, extremely happy with her. So can't get enough of posing these figures together and fighting, and I can't wait to get some other maybe some Tekken figures to go for them to fight.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
So
Is anybody doing that
I have
license?
some Tekken figures. The Jin, the King, but I'm waiting for more of those. But Jada's just killing it. So that's a great number 8.
Cool, man.
What's yours?
All right. Well, I was just fiddling with mine as as you were talking there.
Yeah.
So because this one took some fiddling.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't even have all the lights on. He does have forearm lights, but having him in this pose and getting that together was rather difficult. But this is CCS Toys Shin Getter 1 Star Slasher version. And I love my big super robots, my big stompy robots. and this one fits the bill. He's not perfect, but he's pretty fantastic. And the only reason that I say he's not perfect is the wings are a bit on the heavy side.
Right.
So you kind of have to pose that with that in mind. Trey, we lost you.
No, you didn't lose me. I'm getting something. I'm getting
Okay.
ready.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
still listening. I'm
All
talking.
right. All right. So I'll slide this over and show off this weapon that he's carrying. It's like, so from the comic book version of this, I believe the guy he wields both like an axe and a pike or something like that. And this thing sort of kind of can take on the silhouette of both of those. And I don't know, man. He's just awesome. He's almost entirely die cast and absolutely slathered in paint. I mean, if you can't tell, it's a gorgeous figure.
Right.
You know, he's got
What is this from?
it's
I'm not familiar.
it's an anime, a manga,
Anime.
like, and this one's going back a long ways,
Right.
like to the 70s, like with some of my other ones that I've got. This is kind of a more modernized, maybe stylized take on him.
Right.
And yeah, I love these guys. There was another one that I was wanting to put on the list that I got, but he actually disqualified because he came out in like 2023, early 2023, but I didn't get him
Okay.
until this year. But this
Right.
one fit the bill perfectly. I wish I could have gotten these to light up, but with the pose and everything, that's actually another bit of a drawback, is that the lights aren't exactly like, some of them have buttons that are nice on the outside here like this, and others you kind of have to like pull off a panel or something. But awesome figure. I've had him in some amazing poses, and he just holds everything perfectly. And he does weigh a ton. It's like a 4-pound figure.
Oh wow.
But anyway, that is my number 8.
And another big old stompy robot. Not
big old
surprised.
stumpy robot. All right, you ready to bring out a number 7?
Yeah.
Whoa, what do we got? Oh, I see what you were doing.
Had to get my stuff together for the Ramen Toys Aces of Aviation. I love some aviation. I always has as a kid. The fact that you could get this and it came with the accessories to make our guy Maverick.
Yeah.
You know, the cool thing about this, you know, we have 3 to look at here. I bought all 3. Turned one into Maverick. The head from the figure that Maverick came on, the other head went on to Falcon because it was a better Falcon head than the other one, which had a Valaverse head on it. So it's still being used in the collection somewhere else. But it came with lots of hands. The helmets, they come off, the masks. The suit comes off. The flight suit, the G suit comes off. This is bendy, so you can kind of move it around.
How difficult is it to take the suit off?
It's not bad. So, I watched the video. You just kind of pop this off, and it goes together very easily. It's not one of those hard things to pop, and then you just kind of shimmy it off of them. And then the same here. It's not hard to get all this stuff back on. You pop the ankles. I'm pretty sure you could. I think I popped this at the waist and it wasn't a problem, and no heating or anything needed.
Okay.
They come with like a flight bag and some other accessories. But this is how I have them on the Joe shelf, as pilots. And let's see if I can pull this guy's helmet off so you can see his face, but there goes a head. A few of these helmets I've heard, some of them have broken, so I'm gonna be very gentle, but you can kind of see.
I heard Ace was talking about that.
Yeah, you can see that's the guy from Top Gun, the flight instructor that was flight instructor. So
I love the way that the sunglasses or sun visor goes up and
they go up and down, so that's you like awesome. Just move them up and down.
Yep.
And I'm excited to get more figures from Ramen Toys, to go with the vehicles that are coming. Hopefully that's something that we see more in the future, because these are great. Lots of hands, easy to pose. I bought this bike for old Maverick here on Amazon, but you know,
And that's perfect bike for him.
it is. It is. So, he's got his sunglasses and they fit well. You don't have to worry about them falling off all the time. But, great job, great articulation. I'd love to see more from Ramen Toys in this line and other military aspects. So
Absolutely.
hopefully we get some more from them.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we are
Move on
going
to
to
yours.
roll over to my number 7. Blam.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're doing it. Mezco's 1/12 Collective Firefly. When I got this figure, I knew right away that this was going to be a contender for, figure of the year. He's gorgeous. The soft goods look great. It was close between him and Storm Shadow for me,
right.
but his accessories put me over the top. I pulled this out here so you can see that there's like bombs, there's computer panels, like extra, obviously knives and grenades and things like that. And he's got like these awesome little, what look like sticks of dynamite, which is kind of funny.
Right.
But the guy has a reputation. The head sculpt is really good. I love the big slash that goes over it, and I love all of the gear and the way that it fits on him.
Right.
Is really cool.
Like the wrist thing turns up.
Yeah, yeah.
Flap,
so
flap there. You like
not
a
about that.
computer
Yeah,
on the
that's
wrist.
awesome.
That's cool.
He could use that to remotely detonate things or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I really liked these side holsters that are kind of hooked to the belt. I thought that was really, really well done, and
that's more realistic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then obviously like the backpack with these,
Yeah.
man, I've got that stuck in there pretty well. These little
Yeah.
drones, and they've got like the smoke effects, so you can have them kind of like fly off of them.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then you can kind of lift this up and get like some tools and some stuff in there. And then there's this, little wheeled, RC car style drone.
Mm-hmm.
And so much stuff to play with, so many options to, displaying, doing different illicit bad things, blowing stuff up. So yeah, he is my number 7. I
like this comment from the collector. Love Firefly, made my second in Punisher.
That's not a bad idea.
I would love to see that. That's interesting.
Yeah, man, send that over. We would love to show off some customs like that for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sure.
Weapons on this figure is really great too. Accessories are great. You can't.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a mess.
Can't go wrong with them.
They're known for.
Right. It did make my list, but it should have. But yeah, I really like this one. I mean, the perfect ninja saboteur. Yeah. And those of you that say that he's not a ninja, he is.
Yeah, didn't he? Maybe I'm thinking of Zartan.
Train with a Rashikage.
Yeah, okay, he did. Yeah, okay. Duck Collector.
A lot of people don't like that. So
look in the description of our video. We should have all of our socials sent there as well as our email. Yeah, just pick your poison, send it over.
Yeah.
Tag us on Instagram, whatever works, man. Try to make it easy
AFAskulls@gmail.com. There's another way.
All right, Trey, are you ready for your number 6?
Let's go.
Bam. I know what this is.
Top tier operators in mind here. This one is amazing. Asuki Black Ops Salvo Series. Unknown operator. Give me more of this. This is badass. I mean, the weapons are realistic. There's Picatinny rails on the gun. The sights are amazing. Just the weapons are great. They have an actual sling that you don't have to make because I make slings. And this thing is just, it's awesome. Get the C grip going on your weapon. It has this little thing that flips down, the communication thing. His phone. you have the radio over here to the side, which it will sometimes come out of that pocket, but it'll go right back in. The head's really cool. Sights flip down.
You might have to get that a little closer to the camera to show
Yeah,
everybody the details.
this is a modern operator to me. This, you don't have the other filter here, so he can put his gun up and actually get it in a good pose. The soft goods are amazing. This is Mezco quality here. His pistol's great. Has
Bobby
a med
said
pack.
number 6. This is his number 1.
It's a great figure. It's I just want more, and yeah, this is really cool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it I had to put it against other figures, and there were, if this was a named character, maybe it might be a little higher. But I want more of this and more modularity, like to be able to disassemble this and make other things with the gear. I know more of this stuff's coming, and I will be purchasing it. It's fairly expensive for what it is, but the quality's there, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, if you compare it to Mezco, it's not. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
freaking
true.
bargain,
True.
And also, it depends on where you purchase it from.
True. And we've talked about that some. Just found some some other avenues to purchase some things that are a little bit cheaper. So we stay tuned for that. We talk about that some.
Yep.
But you can get them in lots of poses, and nothing really hinders. But yeah, I want more of this.
It's that figure is pure awesome.
Yeah, it is. The shoes are great too. They look like something someone would wear into combat.
Yep.
Practical and not Crocs.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, it's a great figure, man. Love it.
Cool. All right. My number 6. Bam.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is Joy Toy, Warhammer, the Horus Heresy, War Master Horus. So I think I'm on my 3rd scale here at this point. I've done, I forget what the Shin Getter was, but he's like 1/72nd scale. I've had some 1/12 scale. This guy's 1/18th scale. So first off, to give you an idea, this is big. This thing's like 8.5. I don't know. It's very big, but so much.
Oh, that's a 1/18th scale figure.
This is a 1/18th scale figure. So if this was a 1/12 scale figure, it'd probably be about 14 inches tall.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, so much detail, so much paint, and all of this stuff is like rubbery, and it moves, so you can just get it out of the way. And that's the thing that's crazy about it and threw me off, is just how poseable. Like, look at all this range that I can get out of this arm, and you just flip the shoulder pad back in once you kind of get it posed like you want. And I mean, it's just gorgeous. He's got all those things on his head, yet you can still move his head around fairly easily. Mm-hmm. These claws on his hand have individual knuckles that you can pose and bend and move them left and right. They can kind of split out further or come together.
Oh, that's cool.
Double jointed knees. He does have huge armor on, so you're not getting much past that. But I mean, just the fact that a dude that's this big, this poseable with all of this stuff on it, that's so well painted, I was blown away.
What's he have coming out of his head? Are those hoses?
Yeah, so he's like got hoses that are like integrated into his skull and allowing him to control his armor and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Nice.
So he is this is the big bad guy, essentially, of the Warhammer 40K universe. He died kind of early on, and so this is a 30K version of him, or the Horus Heresy era, named after this guy. So yeah, there's likely some more of these dudes coming to the channel.
Nice.
I was just blown away. And when one figure gets me to go in on a line, and gets me excited about it, it deserves a spot on my list. And I just can't say enough about this dude. I mean, the fact that you look at him and you see all of this adornment, you see all of this stuff on him, but yet you can still pose the hell out of him. I mean, what more can you say?
You're right. Zombie, I was thinking that in my head. That song was going in my head.
What's that?
He's got hoes. Is from different area
Nice.
codes. Is
Sure does. All right. You ready to move on to your number 5?
Sure.
Oh, here we go.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mikey is my favorite. He's the best. He's a party dude. I always
It's
like
an awesome
Mikey.
set, man. It's an awesome set.
It is. It's such a cool set, and I'm surprised it's not higher on my list. But I love some Ninja Turtles, and these guys are amazing. So many people, man, I regret passing on these. I'm glad I didn't. There would be another from this set in my top 10, but I didn't get it. I passed on Casey Jones, but I woke up the other morning to a really big surprise that my wait list converted, and I'm getting Casey Jones to go with these fellas. So I will not be sleeping on any more of this line. But
It was
these
a Christmas
guys,
miracle.
it was a Christmas miracle. I was literally talking the day before to Alan, was like, hey, I see this Casey Jones. He's on eBay. He's for like $265. Should I pull the trigger? And then we went to Hidden Temple Toys the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna wait till we go to Hidden Temple and just see what happens. And that morning it converted, and I was all excited. But I love these guys. They're great to pose. They take great pictures. Come with a lot of accessories. I don't see.
They come with so much stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, the
stuff.
cloth goods that you can change their different outfits, the various weapons. It's an awesome set, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. This and there's a comic version of these, but I think this is the set. This is the one that everybody wants.
Absolutely.
And until the Memory Toys stuff ships, I think it's going to be, these are going to reign supreme for the Turtles, in my opinion.
Well, and even when those come out, I mean,
it's just a different look too.
It's a different style. It's a different flavor of them,
Yeah.
And then there's those like Fury Planet,
right?
Or no, Rage Toys, I think is the other one that's doing the other version, and they're kind of a different, take on the Turtles as well, man. I mean, you can find what you want style wise in a Turtle figure,
And the kind of thing I like is that they're shorter, they're stout, figures like the Turtles, in my opinion, would be. There's been situations where they've come out with Turtles and they've been, huge. I don't think they'd be that big. I think they'd be smaller than humans and kind of stout and look up to you.
Yeah, I think you and I both have the attachment to the first movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they weren't that tall then,
Right.
I kind of like the idea in The Last Ronin that they just kind of kept growing, but slowly. I thought that makes sense. So it's kind of again, pick your poison.
I think these can work in your Mirage era, for the Turtles. They work in any era, really. But pose them with Batman, pose them with any of the crossovers. They do crossovers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with almost everything. Power Rangers, whatever.
Absolutely.
Cross them over with G.I. Joe, I'd be happy.
You got Masters of the Universe too, and thrown in there. I'm sure there's some others that we're not thinking of.
Yep, but this set's top notch. It
is, absolutely. All right, going over to my number 5. This, nice. In case you didn't know, and you really should at this point. This is from Harbinger Studios, the Savage Crucible line. This is Como of the Isles. So he's kind of a protagonist, good guy. It's a great line. There's tons of customization options. All of this armor can basically come off and can be switched out for other figures. They come with there's like armor sets. There's think at least 2 different armor sets, and there's more on the way. I've actually taken this and customized him with Valaverse bone collector, so human lower. We've had, we did things on the show where we kind of showed off some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it like I didn't actually think when I was looking at the Kickstarter and I was backing stuff, I didn't think I'd like this figure that much. But I got him in hand, and oh yeah, the paint on him is really good. Shout out to Nikki Nicole, who
Mm-hmm.
does some work for Savage Crucible.
Yep.
You know, the posability that these things have too. I mean, they have a huge butterfly joint, so you can definitely get like your full blown Hulk clap if you need to.
Right.
You have your ability to get the two-handed sword holding poses, if not more. I mean, check it out. Like that's going across his head.
Right.
Um, I mean,
Oh,
it's
you get the whole sword, double-handed
oh
sword
yeah. I
thing.
mean,
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
awesome.
that and room.
Yeah.
The elbows are double jointed. The armor does impede them a little bit, obviously, but when you take the armor off, like the movement is there. Early on, they had some problems with standing, and at this point, I've actually received my shipping notification for my new feet.
Nice.
My new feet are on the way, and they're actually they're going to take care of all the Kickstarter backers first, and then they're going to work on the people that picked up at like conventions and things like that. So, I mean, even if we're staying away from this line due to, people complaining about them not standing very well, they're taking care of it, which I think is super cool, super stand up. I mean, it took a while, but it's to be expected, right?
Now, I got
But
both of mine at shows this year. I have 2.
mhm.
So I guess, is that something that they'll have like live, or how do you claim that? How do they know?
That's a good question, and I don't think that they've published how they're planning on handling
Okay.
that. It might be take a picture of your figure and send it in or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. It remains to be seen, but they have said that they are going to work on that. They're just, waiting for everybody that did the Kickstarter to get handled first, which I think is the right way to go.
Yeah.
But amazing line, super cool, flexibility and the ways you can customize them. They have great weapons. They have awesome cards that come in the boxes that were a huge surprise. They have like D&D stats and things
So
like that.
you do have the whole set now, right?
I do. I have the whole
Cards.
set. I don't have the whole set, including the foil cards,
Right. But
but those are pretty rare. Those are like actually really rare.
at Joe Fest, I
one.
bought a couple of these, and I have 2, but I bought some for a friend of ours, for Avi. Avi's in the chat, so he was like, "Hey, what cards did you get? What cards did you get?"
Oh yeah.
So we traded some cards, and but yeah, I think it's a great line. It's just not something that I can go hard on and have in my collection.
Hard on.
Yeah.
Good work. Thank you. Thank you for
There's-
not leaving me the only guy to do that sort of shit.
Yeah. So I have 2 of those, and they're cool figures. It's just something just don't put a lot of energy into.
So yeah, and I mean the thing that's crazy about them is that you can customize them with Action Force, and Almighty Legends is a new Kickstarter, or a Kickstarter that's successfully funded. The figures are available on BBTS, and they're also going to be compatible with them too. So you're getting like this whole, other ability to bring other lines parts in and interchange, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for Wave 2. So yeah, that was my number 5. Or we're getting down there. We've crossed the halfway point. Are you ready for your number 4?
Yeah, let's roll.
All right. There she is.
We talked about female figures. I know you like this one, but this one's freaking nice. And I have her posed up with a little smoke around her feet. That's an epic pose. I mean, just kicking, turn around. The face is great. This thing is amazing. I know we talked about it already, but give me more of this. Give me more of this. The boots are awesome. The articulation. I love the weapons on here. Yeah, she's definitely a good figure.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm glad she was on your list too. You know, like I know how some people have opinions on some of those things, and I just thought she was awesome. So you know, I think it's cool that we're kind of you know, playing off of each other with that a little bit.
She can't get the full splits, but she can get a good high kick up. You know, she get a good high kick up, and you definitely got to have a good high kick with a female figure. And I think to me, like I want more from this character. I even looked into getting some of the comics and reading some of the story, and I still want to do that. I think there's a like a trade paperback that's coming soon.
Okay.
So I do want to get that and read some more of the comic about
You
her.
know, a figure is good when it makes you want to read fiction that you're not familiar with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's saying quite a bit.
But like I said, I instantly ordered the Roja version, the red version. So can't wait for that to come in. So just give me more of this. And so great figure.
All right. Well, you know, I like it. It was on my list too.
Oh yeah.
But here we go. I might get some backlash from this.
Oh,
My
nice.
number 4, Operation Monster Force Delta Red Nocturnal Operations Trooper. That's quite a mouthful. But I mean, these guys came out, and as far as I'm concerned, they changed the game. The modern military figure, they came in and leveled up. You know, I think it was Steve Jobs that said you can either be first to market or best to market, and best to market. I mean, what can you say about these figures? They're customizable. I tried to bring out, you know, some of the accessories that he came with. So you've got multiple head options. You've got multiple mask options on this head. So you can do this mask or this mask. You can swap those out. His loadout is modular. I mean, this whole piece comes off. You can see that I've got his little pistol,
mini pistol. He's got multiple pistols. Yeah.
Yep. And the detailing, and it's just so much paint. I've got him kind of like grabbing for one of those smoke grenades there. But so much paint, so much coolness. Like, you know, those little carabiners, the little latches on the pouches with the wash.
Yeah.
The way the pants have the camo on it. You know, I mean, the boots have a nice wash and a texture to them. I mean, come on, you know. Oh yeah, and you can take these thigh pouches or whatever, thigh mounts, and swap those out. You know, you've got extra grenades here or whatever. I'm not even sure. You know, yeah, those look like grenades.
I think you got regular grenades. You got some smokes too. So maybe some flashbangs.
You know, you can replace this whole front piece here, which has some slots for.
I think that's super innovative, man. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You know, you could get multiple things in there. That's such a cool.
Yep. So I've got this little pouch here where I shove the radio in, so you could you know, pop that one there if you wanted. As I said, this is I only put one figure from each line in. It was a tough choice between this guy and Declan Van Helsing.
Yeah.
But this guy being a troop builder and just coming with so many options of making different versions. I mean, you know, you've got 3 heads and then 2 different masks that you can display on this head. So you've got a bunch of options right then and there, you know.
And show that other head. That one. That one goes perfect on a it's a Captain America figure. It's a dark blue with a silver star on its chest. You put that on that figure, and it fits right in. That's
cool.
Fits perfectly in as like almost like another vampire goon.
I mean, so much paint and quality sculpt on this. You know, like it's good. You know, these shoulder pads come off. You can completely strip him down if you want. I can't say enough about this line. You know, I think we're both kind of all in on this line.
Definitely.
And, so that was it. You know, my top got real tight, and this one was vying for, you know, different positions. You know, honestly, like when I was thinking about it, it was kind of like, between Savage Crucible and this, I had them pretty close. As a line overall, I think I actually have Savage Crucible higher. But when I get to comparing the figures individually, Operation Monster Force wins pretty
Right.
easy with that. So, man, we were just inundated with cool figures this year.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do number 3?
Let's roll.
Okay.
Now, I only had one G.I. Joe classified. I got to have a Cobra figure in here.
Oh, yeah.
And this Storm Shadow is amazing. Crisp, white, clean outfit. I love that this hood comes up. It's got a wire in it too. I mean, this is Storm Shadow. You can see, the detail inside, the Cobra logo, the kunai, the ninja stars, the nunchucks. I love some nunchucks. The nunchucks on the leg, the sai katanas. I don't have the there's a bow.
The bow with the quiver.
Bow with a quiver. I don't keep it on the figure. But the modularity of it too, because this stuff comes off. You can pull the upper part off. You can pull this off. You can slide this off the leg. The knee pads are removable. They killed this figure. And you're right. It was really hard to pick between this and Firefly. And there's different heads and stuff, but this figure to me, it just gets it done.
That was a close one with Firefly for me on my list, and I'm glad actually that that I chose Firefly and you chose Storm Shadow. I think that's cool. But both awesome figures.
I'm loving this figure. It's
my question at this point though is Mezco not doing more? I mean, it feels like we should have seen some previews for more stuff. Where is it?
Yeah,
because I want it. I think it's been awesome.
Everything that Mezco has put out has been good.
Roadblock
should have been taller. Yes. The Duke head was a little iffy for me, but it didn't just copy the classic Duke look. But to me, they're killing it with G.I. Joe. I want more. I like the Destro. I want a Zartan, man. Give me a Zartan.
Oh, give me a Zartan.
Absolutely. Give me a Zartan with Mezco. Yep. And,
put him on that King Conan buck with the double joints and everything.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Give me a color change. I don't think they'll ever do it, but that would be cool.
That would be
that
too
color
cool.
change option. But, Mezco weapons. You can't say enough about Mezco weapons. And, I wish I could afford to buy multiple of these because the gear on it is just great.
Yeah.
And, I would probably steal some gear from another one to add to something else. But yeah, great figure.
Cool. All right. Blam. There it is.
Nice. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, I had him higher in my list. I love the detail. Obviously, Trey talked about him quite a bit. I'm not going to go into, give you a 10-minute diatribe on him or anything, but man, what a great figure. And just kind of coming out of nowhere. Sometimes I push the button to pay for a figure and then start praying, okay, please be good. And man, these guys just blew it out of the water. Even just looking at the helmet, the way that there's wires wrapping around it, to go up. Can you see this? There's this little wire right there that attaches through. You've got your little light, your earpieces. He's got the filter on one side so he can shoulder his rifle on the other. What else can I say?
Did you put the patches on this guy? I didn't put any on mine. I don't think I put any on mine because I didn't want to lose them.
Yep. No, I put them on mine. They actually stick pretty well. Not perfect, but as long as you pay attention. there were actually a couple of patches that you could put on that came in the little kit. And I will say that my kit came with a swap out neck peg. Apparently the early ones,
Right.
and I don't know if like later on they fixed them in the box, but the head came off a little bit easy, and mine came with an alternate neck peg, which fixed that. We talked about the weapons and how you can take off the different, kind of accessories and things on it. Man, just such an awesome figure. I actually own 2 of them, and I've been working on a Punisher custom using him.
Nice.
So speaking of Punisher customs earlier, there you go. So that is my number 3. And we're getting up there, and I at this point, I even forget what I had on my list. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Okay. You ready to go to number 2?
Yeah.
He's doing the surprise reveals.
I was gonna
There it is.
be on there a little bit higher.
There it is.
Love me some Monster Force, Delta Red, man. I mean, the stand, on top of being Tombstone, which is just so cool. There's definitely going to be a graveyard shot with these standing up. But I can't. I mean, the weapon's really nice. All the accessories. I mean, you could have 5 of these and not have them configured the same way. There's definitely modularity here. I mean, the face sculpts are cool. I mean, that just looks cool. You already talked about this one, but man, I'm loving it.
Oh man, like I said, my top were really tight, and that figure was easily going to be high on my list. I knew it from moment one.
So I got the knife on the back, and it's a nice knife too.
It's a nice knife.
It's a nice knife. It's not a knife. This is a knife. But yeah, the clips. I mean, the flashlight. In the belt, it looks like a real operator. It has, minus the crazy mask and the vampire, but yeah, I just think you can customize these guys and do a lot with them. So
hell yeah,
made it all the way to number 2.
All right. Well, I'm curious to see what your number 1's going to be. I'm actively not looking at what's on screen over here.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for my number 2?
Yep. Let's go.
All right. So this is Demon Flame Studio / Coaster Toys Abyss Knight. And man, what a figure. This thing is I'm at it. Honestly, I'm at a bit of a loss with him. He is so cool. I want to try to show him off here in good poses. Soft goods, amazing articulation, amazing paint. I mean, the way that they did the skin tone, looking kind of deathly. The way that the runes are glowing on these scythes here. By the way, these articulate. And it's going to be hard to see on camera, but this is like a little glass gem with like paint under it. It's like transparent. Man, what a figure. I don't think I've seen this guy on anybody's top 10 list yet either. And he has every business being here. Like you can see the way that they did the soft goods look just awesome. Like the wear looks natural, and the way that they did the weathering. His pants have that right amount of looseness to where you can get full extension on the legs.
Nice.
Or full collapse, of the knee joint. These shoulder joints are pretty interesting. They're done different than I've seen any others before. So I'm going to try to open this up here. So you've got your ball peg in there, which gives you huge flexibility, but then you can kind of just close it back up. It sits perfect on the shoulder. You don't honestly, I think Revoltech could learn a thing from this.
Oh, wow. That's saying a lot.
Yeah. I mean, they've done this super well. So he comes with 2 of these sides like this. he comes with this gigantic one, which is more like a two-hander. And I want to show the detail on this. You see
That's
all the little
cool.
skulls and
Skulls and
eyes, and
stuff. Yeah.
oh, it's brutal. And what's cool is this handle comes off down here to make it easier to put in his hands, so you don't like have to super stretch him out and stuff.
Nice.
The head. So this is kind of the eyeless, demon look, but you can swap out for this faceplate. And this faceplate has adjustable eyes. So this little tool comes with him, and it's nice that it's thematic. It's got paint on it, it's got some skulls and stuff, but this is a little bit of a tool that plugs into these eye sockets and allows you to point around the pupil.
Can you make him cross-eyed?
Oh yeah, he's a little bit wonky right now. That was my fault, but man, I've had so much fun with this figure. These weapons are awesome. The shape of them allows you to get like really cool poses. And I mean, a more like the way that they hid some of the articulation. So like this bicep swivel here is hidden by the the kind of the armor / clothing look. It's just an awesome figure. I've had a ton of fun with him. I don't know what else I can say. It's awesome.
You had me watch that secret level Warhammer episode, and it was such a badass thing. I'd like to see this guy in something like that.
So this is from the Darksiders video game. So there's been 2 of them. I think this is Death, and they're going to do a horse for him, which looks really awesome. I think I showed it off on some of my Take My Money from a while back. Haven't seen a painted version, but saw like the prototype. So they're doing more. I just can't wait for it. Look at the skulls on those knee pads with all the bones and stuff. Dude,
yeah, we love our
awesome
skulls.
figure. Awesome figure. I think most any previous year, this would have been an easy number 1.
Nice.
Just throwing it out there. Love this guy. So yeah, that was my number 2. Now we got some honorable mentions. Yeah. All right. So no super special graphic because getting honorable mention to fit on it.
Yeah. So these, for me, it's going to be NECA Tatsu.
Okay.
I mean, NECA doesn't always kill it. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff from 1990 movie. And this was one we never thought that was going to come around. Nobody thought we were going to get a Tatsu, but getting this figure in hand, it goes great on the shelf with the rest of my Foot Clan and with Shredder. I mean, you can tell the ninja to attack. It comes with a really cool sword. I like this like about to draw situation.
Oh yeah.
On the shelf, I actually have him posed between two figures, and he's about to like he's starting a sparring session. The head sculpt is really great. The soft goods are nice. I love the dragon stuff on the back. I think this was a great figure. It didn't quite make the top 10. But yeah, this guy's nice, and give me more of this. I love some ninja. I mean, he even has like the fan that goes in the waistband here.
I think that was a popular figure, man. I think NECA really did kill it on this one. Marvelous has joined us, and he said that awesome. NECA killed it. So happy to have you again. But yeah, man, the soft goods do look great. It looks like a really cool fig.
I think I seen all 3 of Grown Ass Men Toys podcast in here. Thanks for the shout out on your top list, guys. I appreciate that. They had,
man.
They had us both on their show.
And, I don't know why I got snubbed.
It was the Army Builder. It was the Army Builder stuff.
Your Army building is wild.
Yeah. But yeah, can't say enough about this guy. I really like him.
All right. Let's go over to my honorable mention number 3. Blang. This is a wild one. So this is Crazy Figure 112 female buck. And I just got it. This figure is like $27. And it is amazing.
Was this on 5K?
Yeah, it's on 5K. Sorry, my light's washing it out a little bit there. That's a little better. It's a gorgeous figure. She is super posable. She comes nude in the package, but she comes with this set of tights, kind of like running gear and stuff, as well as these shoes, which are really nice. And as you can see, I mean, the ball joint on the foot gives you some crazy good motion there. She can even kick back kind of far, gets the wrinkle butt and it's soft. So there is a soft rubber to the torso and the lower torso, and up on the top, it's actually like silicone. And what that allows you to do, check this out. Look at the movement on this
Oh, that's
joint.
cool. That's cool.
And you can swap the whole thing out for different, bust sizes and things. This is the one that comes off with it, or the figure comes with this one on it. And honestly, I'm a little bit hesitant to try to change it out. It seems like it'd be pretty difficult. But she comes with a bunch of different hands. She comes with bare feet normally. The head sculpt is interesting. You can take off the hair with the glasses, and there's a different version that doesn't have the glasses with a slightly different look.
So is the head sculpt just not painted, or it's hard to tell?
So it's I think it's the colored nylon plastic. So no, this is a buck. So there's no real paint on this other than skin tone.
Okay.
Yeah. And man, I like it a lot, man.
Great background figure. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really want to do more customs, and I haven't had a lot of good female bucks to work with. But this one, man, I mean, she's so posable and so inexpensive. $27.
Yeah, $27. Where do I buy this at?
$5K.
$5K? All right.
Yep, this is up on $5K. So yeah, and the hands are great. They're just as ball joint socketed as the feet and stuff. So, and there's a bunch of different hand poses that it has.
What's the neck peg like on that thing?
That is a good question. I don't know that I've ever actually taken the whole head off. Let's see. It's one of these kind of square ones.
Okay. Like cylinderish kind of.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I've seen that before on some other figures.
Right.
Not sure what the benefit of that is, but hopefully that gives you kind of some ability to use a lot of different sizes up in there. But yeah, man, it's just a cheap, simple, awesome buck. And I didn't want to have my list be, completely cluttered with $100 figures. And when this came in, it blew me away.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's a lot of
great
fun.
customizing opportunities in that figure.
Yep. And if I put some black hair, it might look a lot like somebody that's outside my door.
I hear you. Well, what's up, Travis? Thanks for joining us, man.
So let's kick back over to you, man. Let's see your honorable mention number 2.
Honorable mention number 2 can somewhat be considered a 2023 figure, but I got it. I checked on BBTS. This figure came in to me on 1/24/24, and it is Mezco Doom.
Blam.
The soft goods on this guy are great. Wired cape, which is always great.
Oh yeah.
The faceplate comes off, and this thing is just cool.
I don't think I gave that figure enough time. I think I just ended up posing him and putting him up. And I remember enjoying him, and he's really heavy with all the metal.
Yes. This is a heavy figure. This is that was something I was going to kind of get to, is this figure is metallic, and it is heavy, and the armor looks really cool. Even under the joints, you can kind of see it looks great. This is what I want from Dr. Doom. And it's on my Mezco shelf with the Fantastic Four and some other figures. But this is my Dr. Doom. The Marvel Legends got bagged and are being sold. So I don't need another Dr. Doom. I have mine.
Yeah, man.
So, and I took some really cool toy photography with this guy. And this is just one that I need to break out and take some more pictures of. I think I take my best pictures with Mezco. I don't know why. But I have the most enjoyment with Mezco, and that's why I've grown my collection of those. But yep, honorable mention, Mezco Doom.
Awesome. Well, my honorable mention number two is the Valaverse Praetorian. And I wanted to show him off here. He is currently the pilot for my Skeletron.
Nice, mine too. Actually,
Yeah,
that's the pilot for my Skeletron at the moment until the 112
waiting
figures
for the
come in.
112 scale figures from
Yeah,
them. But this is an awesome figure. I love the stand even. I love the red and the black on the weapons. And, obviously Valaverse makes some of the best weapons in the game.
yeah,
But if you can get multiples of these and give him these swords, like do two of them, it looks
hmm
badass. Um, and the little like shields you can port, on the arms, on the back. I've got a couple of the little ricochets in here. Um, Man, and they blew this out of the water with the
yeah.
articulation. Um, the way that they changed up, like they just leaned into the robot aesthetic
hmm
and like gave so much movement on this figure. And I'm a guy that loves figures with, good butterfly joints, good ankle articulation. I like to get the extreme poses going. And yeah, he's gonna be in with my like Skeletron, Robo Skull kind of crew.
hmm
Um, I think I actually have like four of these. I might
Yep.
even have six. I don't remember, but it's an awesome figure. I really love it. And yeah, it's my honorable mention number two.
Nice. There's the green versions as well that came out this year. Those are
Yeah,
really
and
cool as well.
it was a toss up between the two, but I think the red and the black is a little bit more
Yeah,
usable as an army builder.
the red and black's just freaking killer, man.
Yeah, yeah. So did I put up my banner or not?
No,
There's my
there it
banner.
is. It's there now.
I got a little excited. I was trying to get everything set out. But yeah, awesome figure. They're a lot of fun, super posable. What you got next, man?
I like this comment. I gotta show you this from Johnny GT, man. We really appreciate that, man. Thank
Oh,
you.
hell yeah,
Thanks
dude.
for coming and hanging out with us, man. Thanks for the feedback, and we'll keep doing it, man. We're enjoying this and having a good time. So
We
the
are.
next,
Just chugging away. We are gonna continue to have fun with this. Like I said, we're gonna make some live stream videos too, which is scary, but should be cool. And we really feed off of that. That kind of feedback, man. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel like our efforts aren't going to waste. So appreciate it. Thank you very much.
sneak peek in the bottom of the corner here, and we're gonna go Furry Planet. Veteran William.
There it is, and it's the white one.
Yes, it's the white one. I actually missed out on the other one. I did get my Kilowog. I am not as happy with that one as I am this one.
Mm,
And that's why, and I literally got my Kilowog the other day. I mean, I just got it.
yeah.
And I need to put some more time in with him. But I love this one. The giant chainsaw is super cool. The axe, the spikes that he's got on his belt, the paint apps on this thing are great. I mean, just look at that face sculpt. It's hard for me to put any other face sculpt on these than this one, just because of how badass it looks.
I like the one where he's got the stogie hanging out of his mouth.
Stogie's cool too. The
Yeah.
thing with the stogie is it's kind of bent. It's like shoved in the package, so the stogie's kind of bent.
I think that's
a
on
bit.
purpose.
Maybe.
I think that's on purpose. Those old guys that have been through a ton of shit.
They've been
they don't
chewing on
care.
that stogie for
So yeah,
18 hours or whatever.
Yep.
But
yep.
yeah, I just, if you ran across this guy in the woods, man, I mean, there's a werewolf with a giant chainsaw and a bloody mouth and big old teeth. You can't run fast enough. So
Well, and the fact that you can swap out like almost all of the parts and make him like
Yeah.
full blown werewolf, I
mhm,
love it when you get multiple looks with a figure.
yeah.
It increases the playability, it increases the posability and the photography. I don't know if that's a word.
Is that a word? You made it up though. It'll work. We know what you mean. The vest is cool too. I would love it if they came out with figures, especially in the Operation Monster Force, that were the human versions of these guys.
Oh yeah.
Now we have the werewolf, but where's my human form?
Where's the
And
guy
maybe
that-
with a transitional piece between the two, that would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, honorable mention number one.
All right. Well, let's. Oh man, you know I got all sorts of sidetracked and completely forgot. I gotta get mine out. Hold on.
No rush, man. We got time.
All right. I'm good. My honorable mention number one is this big chunker here. This is
Nice.
Mithril Action Studio, Guardian of the Horde. And I've shown off some customs where I was working on some kind of oriental, um, various types of influence of orcs. And man, this came along and I didn't even have to customize him. These mithril action figures, as I was just talking about when Trey was showing off Veteran William, he can be completely stripped of all of his armor. They're kind of modular, so you can swap them out with other figures in the line. Super posable. I mean, look at that butterfly joint work. Double jointed elbows, double jointed legs. He's got soft goods that do not get interfered with in any shape or form. These are really nice and soft plastic. He comes with an alternate head. Let's see if I can get. Yeah, there you go. And I mean, you know, just this samurai orc look.
That's
He's
really
got his
cool.
flag here, but you can actually put his flag on his back. You can
Yeah.
kind of hang it from him, which is
Nice.
awesome too. And I mean, you know, so much detail, so much paint. Um, it's really nice. Like this looks like we're like rope, like tied up rope. Like they did such a good job. I mean, he even comes with bare feet. So when you take off all the armor, you don't still have to have shoes on, you know?
Right.
They thought through the whole thing. And this guy, this was tight. He was contending with some mythic legions,
Mhm.
but just the articulation and the ability to have this, you know, completely stripped down to a naked buck and kind of do what you want with it,
Right.
put it over the top.
That's a great
So
looking figure, man. Like many people, Travis the Toy Kind of Moods. That's an amazing looking figure. Yeah, I agree, man. I don't think I've ever seen this yet. This is the first time I'm seeing this figure, but it looks really cool.
yeah, man,
Soft
like
goods, there's a lot of stuff there. Johnny has a question.
okay.
Any top vehicles for you guys or strictly figs? I was pretty impressed with the Dragonfly. So that is another list that we will be putting out, and we talked about earlier. This list is strictly figures for us at the moment.
So, so if I can interject, our original idea was to have like 4 lists in this big episode. And
right.
I did the math and it was going to be like 46 figures or more that we were going to show off. And I was like, dude, we're
Not
going
gonna
to be
happen.
here for 3 hours.
We
So,
had 2 sub lists, and
yep.
those are coming. They're going to be separate videos that'll probably be on the channel. We may show some clips from those videos on a live stream, but we'll probably direct you to the channel to go watch those and see if we can get some of our viewer rates up there. But yeah, it's the vehicles are, a lot of them are behind me. You see the Dragonfly right there. It's on my list. And
And you know, the thing is like our lists are different for our
yeah,
vehicles.
yeah,
You know, we actually have some different selection of vehicles. We're not really limiting to 2024.
right.
We're kind of allowing some other stuff in, but it's all got to be 112. And I think our lists are going to surprise some people with how different they are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, for sure. Thanks for the comment, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can make it back and check out our vehicle video when it comes out here soon.
Yeah.
But oh wait, do we have a drum roll sound?
We do. We do. Number one.
Number one. Probably should have done that, huh?
That's all right. I took care of it.
What you got?
Bam! Praetorians, baby. Valaverse.
There it is.
I absolutely love this thing. I can't put it down. I'm always posing it. I always have it, in my hand, throwing different accessories on it. I mean, no matter how you pose this guy, just just if this was coming at you, this would bats, cobra bats. They got no chance. Not against this guy. I mean, the black and red on top of everything. I love some black and red. The guns are amazing. The pistol's great. I prefer this weapon that he's holding, and it comes with the other one that Alan showed. The layers of colors, the metallic underneath, the black, the red highlights, the ankle articulation's not bad at all. You can get him in some really good. Yeah. It's just, I went down the line and compared my figures, and they kind of went up in a tournament style against each other. And I just kept coming back to this guy, kept coming back to him. I love when you get these on here, and especially with the gunshot stuff, and he's kind of taking cover. How do you defend against that, man? How do you defend against somebody you can't? The close quarters, the shield, the bullet ping things on the. That's a great idea.
And you can't even see the holes when they're not in there, which is really cool.
You really can't. You really can't. And
like that Captain America shield that came out that had big old holes in it for that same sort of effect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did it right.
Don't drop these. The carpet monster will get them, and then when you step on them, it hurts.
Yeah, that's Lego style.
Yeah, that's Lego style pain right there. But these are really good. I like that pretty much everything he comes with, outside that secondary weapon, a rifle could go on the figure. I like the sword kind of in a reverse situation too.
Okay. I purposely didn't show mine off as long because I knew we talked a little bit about this, and I was like, okay, I'm not even going to take him out of the chair.
But I mean, dude, this thing's crazy.
I will say he spent a ton of time on my desk getting posed and messed with, along with the green one. They slayed many a Joe.
But the butterfly on this thing is great. Just a dirty figure, dirty. This is a joke. This is a send these guys in. I hope Bobby has these in him. If he does a movie, I hope that there's an army of these guys.
Oh yeah. So
I can't. Crimson Shadows have the cool stuff.
What else, he's going to do to fight these things, Yeah,
like you're going to have to do something.
Mech suit.
Well, I don't necessarily know that, like maybe the Swarm and these guys go up against each other, I don't know. But
I don't know.
Looking forward to more figures like this in 2025.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, even the walking, like you get the just walking thing, like these would be menacing coming at you. The head sculpt's so cool, man.
Yeah. Wonder if he'll do like another repaint and do a deluxe. Like he did with the Swarm dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 4 of these and I need more.
Not surprised.
And I have the what's the dragon thing? Legend of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I have the gray and red version of that character, the evil character, kind of mixed in with these guys, like he's their commander.
Yeah.
In my head, it all goes together. So
yeah, I've got that guy from Storm Collectibles, the Mortal Kombat dude with the red that I actually picked up from Obby. He's going to be kind of leading these guys for me. So kind of thinking on the same lines there.
And Winford says black and yellow would be nasty. That would be nasty. That would be put them with a Swarm. Have some kind of like a Swarm version.
That'd be slick.
Sektar is who you're talking about, I think, from Mortal Kombat. That's what Avi says.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
Yep. Cool.
but that's
All
it.
right.
That's it for me. That's my number one for
That's
2024.
quality list, man.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of it. A lot of that stuff was in consideration on mine
Okay.
if it wasn't already there. So,
Right.
but
So
this
what's your
one,
number one, man? Let's see it.
bam.
Skeletor.
Yep. Yep. Mondo Deluxe Timed Edition Skeletor. I was talking early. Good stuff. I said earlier, when a figure gets you to start down a line that you hadn't planned on, it's got to be good. And Skeletor did that for me with the Masters Mondo. I'm not going too deep. I'm only going to pick up some highlights here and there. But this figure, I mean, the paint, the sculpt, the design, the posability, this cloth goods cape just looks awesome. The Havoc staff is
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. I really like this head sculpt. I mean, that's super ominous looking. And here's the thing, I'm going to set him down, but I'm going to kind of scoot him over here a little bit because this figure comes with so much stuff. So you can do the battle damage or the battle armor, and
Mm-hmm.
you've got this plate that goes on the front.
There's the X, right? There's got to be the X.
Hold on. That's
Yeah.
He-Man. You
Oh
can
yeah, he's
swap
got a
that out.
slash.
Yeah, for the slashed version.
I love that figure as a kid, both of them, because you could push the chest and it would roll over.
Yep.
Those
It
were
would
so
go over
fun.
to something like this
Yep.
from the other version. I had him sporting this look for a while. He also comes with this armor,
That's
which
cool.
there's a whole other dragon that like you can put on his back. That like it's posable and it's set up to where you can kind of have him stand if you want, or you can have him hook into this armor here like this. Okay. And so
Mm-hmm.
he can breathe fire over Skeletor's shoulder. So it's got that. Let me show. Yeah. So here's like the poisonous, noxious fire effect thing. He's got a really classic looking head, which is cool. I mean, for going kind of retro, classic looking, they did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So put that there. So much stuff, dude. I'm not going to pull everything out, but got kind of a more modern take on the head. Obviously,
Ooh, that's cool.
with the articulated mouth, jaw. I mean, awesome paint. Love the treatment on the eyes that just make them look like they're glowing. There's one more head that I'll pull out if I can get it. Okay, you've got this kind of action figure. I mean, it's kind of in between, what I'm doing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got all the way retro. You've kind of got midway, and then you've kind of got a more modern version, and then you've got the full blown horror version, right?
Right.
So much stuff. I mean, there's other weapons. He comes with like the big battle claws.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that look for a while too. It's just so cool. Like, I immediately, as you guys hopefully have seen on our stream, I got Panther, I got the deluxe timed edition He-Man, and I got Battle Cat too. They're awesome figures.
And what do you have to say for yourself?
What do I have to say for myself is I spent too much money on you guys. But man, so cool, so enjoyable to play with, to pose. Yeah. It was close, man. I mean, that Demon Killer dude, or Abyss Knight. Yeah, sorry. Going back to a different one. Man, it was close. My top ones were close, but Skeletor brought it home. He was, I think, supposed to be released in 2023, but I think it actually rolled into 2024. So we made the list. I obviously did not get him until middle of this year, thanks to my boy Sean. He got me in on these. And yeah, man.
Let's not talk about how much we spend. That's right.
Yeah. One of the rules of or Action Figure Alliance is don't talk about Action Figure Alliance money.
Yeah, don't talk about the money we spend.
That did not come out very well.
Abby could use that a little bit better than we can.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's my number one, man.
Nice.
What more can you say? I think we had some great lists.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun to put together. I'm happy to be back. Let's go ahead and bump over to our
show me what you got.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Wrong one. I know what you were going for.
I was going for this.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for.
I like what you got. Good job.
Yeah. So it was a fun one. I think these are fun. I'm hoping that some people enjoyed it. We had a lot of good feedback in the chat. So yeah, man. Same rule as Vegas. Let's not talk about monies around this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, guys, we did pretty well on time this one.
Better than I expected, honestly. I thought this was going to be a 2-hour one, but it was fun, man.
I enjoyed it.
I don't know if people can tell. There's a little bit different look. I got an actual screen now instead of looking down at the laptop. So some upgrades were made. The extra camera was added. The nice wireless mouse and keyboard to go with it. So some more upgrades coming in 2025 for me.
You had a level up from Santa Claus.
Yeah, I had a level up from Santa Claus. So I don't really ask people to get me many figures because I get what I want. And and that's hard for people to buy figures for me. I did get a nice Gridiron Studios gift card though, so that was something that the wife paid attention to from one of the streams. So
I think next episode we might have to do we might almost have to have a full new hotness episode.
I know, man. I got so much new stuff since we were gone for Christmas and then the week before that. So you got a lot of new hotness and. We'll have to show it off.
Yeah. So next episode, let's talk about that a little bit. We're gonna give away a couple of prizes to people that submit their favorite their lists from this year. So definitely get those over to us. I mean, it's just a few lines of throwing some figures in an email, or hit us in chat on Instagram, whatever is easiest for you. We love to see them. We're each going to pick one and give something away.
Right.
And yeah, man, we've got a lot of catching up to do on our next episode. This one was kind of a special, obviously, but the next one, we're going to go back to our roots a little bit. We're going to do, like I said, talk about, the Christmas hauls, the new hotness from that. And my room here is an absolute mess. I've got stuff everywhere, man. Not only from the new hotness that has shown up, but everything that I did to put this list together.
Yeah. The battlefield was taken for the past several weeks with me trying to figure out what this list was going to be and have it laid out, and had it kind of some of it was kind of as a background for some of my Instagram shots. So the other thing that I'm going to do something new for me is I have started a whatnot. Okay. And so this Saturday, Toyomic Trey on Whatnot, come hang out with me. I have some Marvel Legends that I'm going to be putting up on Whatnot. It's going to be some good deals. So y'all come hit me up on Whatnot and get you some cool Marvel Legends stuff.
Cool. That's a good call out, man. I hope wish you all the luck there.
Thank you.
Yeah, should be good. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed the episode. We had a lot of fun putting it together. We really are trying to kind of level our game up, brought out some new graphics and stuff. And we're going to be making some shorter videos, which I think will be cool. Be on the lookout for those. Otherwise, send us, your customs, your fantastic photos, all that kind of stuff. We love to interact with our viewers and things. So we definitely want to get back to that. We've got a little bit of a backlog, not much.
Yeah.
One more. So thanks for coming out, everybody. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, the YouTube things. Share it around. We'd love that too.
Right.
But thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good new year, and we'll
Yeah.
see you next week.
Yep.
Later.
Later.
Yeah, we were on a mission, got my crew at my side. Scouring the shelves, we're down for the ride. Plastic warriors all lined up tight. From the comic shop counters to the late night site. It's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching, yeah, taking my time. I'll flip every aisle, don't care what it takes. For that rare chase piece, I'm raising the stakes. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. From legends to villains, yeah, I got them all. Stacked up high, every hero, every ball. Every line, every wave, from the past to the new. It's a bond, it's a crew, we're the real toy zoo. Tear it through the packaging, no hesitation. Each piece, a reminder of dedication. We'll call it a phase, this ain't just a trend. These figures got a history, they're my closest friends. Action Figure Alliance, we're staking a claim. Battling for grails, don't care about fame. From the base of the shelves, we're making a stand. This is our world, you don't understand. Paint them, pose them, fix them up right. Customs in the works, we go all night. From the rarest grills to the two-towel finds. Each one's got a story burned in our minds. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking